Hello ladies and gentlemen and welcome back to Viking Conquest. Down here in Cornwall, near Melbrazel's fort, where we had our rather interesting finale with him. We got a bit of money out of it, but we did have to let a lot of our troops go. So I think the initial thing we need to do is just get some more troops back in our... Just get some more troops generally in our warband. After that we can start thinking about actually where to spend this money, but right now we just need to get some troops in production. Not in production, but we need to at least recruit some because we are severely undermanned. Hello Whiskers, how are you today? Let's head to Serbra. We're not going to be able to get a huge amount from the Wessex area at the moment. We're going to have to probably head back up to Scotland to get the ones we really need. I'm doing okay, thank you. We've been to Serbra. We can go to Don Warris this time. I know that's another place we can recruit from. We do have permission to recruit from here, but we'll have much more luck. We'll have much more luck recruiting up in Scotland. And if we find somewhere which is sending a lot of, or if we find an army which has got a bunch of prisoners, we will probably kill them, but not with only 28 troops in our army. Although that does give us a good amount of rent profit because we don't have any army to pay at the moment, so that's great. Let's head to our ships. I don't think we can trade in Bodmin, I don't think we can recruit in Bodmin, I should say. But I'm going to just... We do have a few bits of gear to sell, so I'm going to do that. Really, I think I need to spend a lot of this time setting up businesses, but my main concern right now is getting my army back. Once that has happened, I feel much more comfortable with actually setting up my army. So that will definitely be the next port of call. Let's head to our ships down here near Bodmin. We've only got 28 troops, so we really have to be very careful travelling. And hopefully we can find either some easy targets or we head back up to Scotland where we are a bit safer and we know we can get some good recruits, or at least numerous recruits, and then we can increase it from there. See, there's plenty of Vikings. Our villages are being raided, which isn't ideal. There's plenty of Vikings here in the Irish Sea, so we do need to be careful. We could go off to the slave traders, but it doesn't feel worth it. Hello, ship captain. This isn't going to go very well, actually, is it? Time to leave quickly. Yeah, I need to get a landing point. I didn't see these raiders. I don't think we can pay them off, so I just need to get ashore as soon as possible. Haha! You can't follow me onto land. Oh, that wasn't ideal, was it? Let's head into this place here. Go to the village centre. I wonder if we can speak to the local lord and get ourselves some... Even just some peasants would do at this point. Are you the mayor? You're the local leader. That would do. I'm recruiting. Why would I happen to... Oh, we are actually at war with these people. I forgot we're at war with the Kingdom of Alban. That's mildly awkward. Well, let's get back on our ships. And we just need to be a lot... We just can't do speed. We just have to be very, very careful. We are technically faster than these guys, I think. Oh, this isn't good at all. There's a raider here. There's a lord there. Land. Oh my goodness. That was close. This is scary. I don't like this. I'm just trying to get home. I'm recruiting. I want some people. Can I persuade you? Okay. That's... We were too vague with him. That wasn't the best idea in the world. All we just need to get is like 60 troops so we can stop being... Okay, well we can't stay there because that's where the Kings of Alban is. What about Balmore North? We'll get some Irish recruits in because we didn't have a castle, so we had to let all our troops go to be able to do the quest with Male Brazil, which is not ideal, but we should be okay. We'll be able to recover. I just desperately don't want to lose my ships. If I lose my ships, that's going to really set us back. I'd rather lose my entire army than my ships. I want to recruit. Unfortunately, you know no one that may be interested, but you are willing for me to come recruit here in future. Excellent. Hey, cucumber sailing. 5 minutes, not too bad of a time, not at all. Let's get to Balkelte East. Remain and Negan at war as the Aelich and West Saxa. I'm desperately trying to get some troops together. I love the Shirtless Men game. No one may be interested, but at least we can recruit from this village now. That's good for future. Whiskers is always here. He's the omnipotent presence in these streams. Apart from that one time he wasn't. Okay, let's just be very careful getting home. I am just about faster than these guys. We've still got a long way to get home. We just need to be very careful on our journey, especially against, especially as the Kingdom of Alban are actively at war with us, and we have 15 troops, which is not going to see us very well. Aelich and Ulaid are now friends. Makes sense. We just need to get into somewhat friendly territory to be able to recruit some people. Salibayani Bai is... Well, I can't recruit in my village because it's currently out of service due to a raid. Raid Shadow Legends sponsored. I'm doing okay, thank you, cucumbers. I am playing quite late in the, or quite early in the morning actually, but I felt like it. I don't know why. I guess I'm a bit of a night owl. We'll stop off in Biarnery. I don't know if we can get troops from there. It'd be nice if we could, but clearly not. Okay, we clearly can't. As soon as our village is off, or is finished being raided, we're going to need to go back there. Let's head back over to the Scottish mainland. We need to find ourselves a landing point somewhere. There we go. No more adorable kitty photos at the moment that you haven't already seen, I would think. But I might be wrong. We could take on 26 thieves, but I'd rather not. I'd rather save my very few troops. The cats live with my parents, and I don't live that close to them, so it's kind of a once every few months kind of thing. Although they do sometimes send some cat photos through, so I'm sure I'll get some more soon. Dunbatey, I think there's a competition, absolutely. Which we'll do, because that gives us more chance of profits. I don't know where the guy is, but I think he's throwing something at me. He is indeed throwing something at me. So we'll put our shield up till he's run out of throwing receptacles. As I think he has. There's 4 people streaming, or do you... What do you mean? Like, on this game, or just in general? Like, 4 people you follow. Okay, you're dead. Oh, 4 people you follow. I see. It's weird. Kind of the people I follow on Twitch, they're all like spread out across different time zones. So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I guess maybe a good thing if you think about it. Let's get off this high ground. Let's get onto even footing so he doesn't have too much of a height advantage. Come here, you bastard, you. There we go. I actually quite like these mini tournaments. I do a lot better in them. They don't get you as much money or renown, but they're still worth doing. I really don't like the fact you've got an axe, though. I really don't like the fact you've got an axe. But we just about managed that. He did some pretty ferocious attacks there. That wasn't great. We haven't had an axe or sword this entire thing, but here we go, finally. He's going to destroy our shield pretty quickly with his axe, but luckily we can just kill him before that happens. The one thing about these tournaments is you can't grab shields from someone else because there's only two of you fighting. I have a spear. He also has a spear. If we can deflect and then hit him, that's good. Come on. Come on. There we go. This is basically just going to be a session of recruitment and getting ourselves ready for independence, but we just need to get a whole bunch of money first. Please don't stab me in the back. It's very rude of you. So is that. Please stop stabbing me. You know, I've gotten quite fond of the Shirtless Man game. Good. I'm genuinely thrilled to hear so. Olaf Gudrudsen. Can I recruit men in your land? Whee. So I can now recruit in Dunbatty. Wonderful. Or Dunbatty? 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 Something like that. Hello. Ooh, potential new wife. You don't really like me very much, and you just continue to not like me. So we probably can't recruit in Balbatty. You kind of like us, and you are the king of the rule of Lathland. You don't have a toss me, but I'll happily give you Clovis to make sure that you like me a bit more. Hello, Asgard. Who are you? Okay, you don't really like us, but can I dedicate my success? Yes, I can. Can I make you an ardent admirer? Because you will actually be here most of the time. There we go. Can I see your was it daughter, wife? Not wife, daughter. Asgard. Can I see your daughter? May I have the honour to visiting your daughter Asgard? Young girls may be led astray, so out of a sense of duty of the ladies of my household, I think I would like to get you to know you a bit better. We may speak of this at a later date. Do you have any tasks for me, sir? You need a Lord of the Kingdom of Alban. Good grief. I will do it, but blimey. Wish there were more Shirtless Men. In fact, it is our custom to seal any alliances with marriage, and in fact we've been looking for a suitable groom for my daughter Asgard. Never mind. What? Why did I say never mind? I guess we speak to him again later. I don't think that's a wise idea, Whiskers. I don't think that's a wise idea at all. Ooh, 8 Norse freeholders, please. We still need to go recruiting from somewhere. I think we can recruit on Orkney, so we'll go do that. Whiskers has suggested that I get Shirtless for immersion in the Shirtless Man game. I don't think that's a great idea. Okay, y'all, Orkin, I'm sorry. I'm not going to join that campaign. I'm not going to join that campaign because I have 24 troops and I'm horrendously outnumbered at the moment. Please tell me you're a friend. You are a friend. Good. We'll head up to the Orkneys. I'd love to actually go to the Orkneys in real life. I think they're very beautiful. Very beautiful islands. Join the land, or go to the landing point and head to the village of Orkney. You need to obtain I'm recruiting. I will give you 500 pennies if you allow me to recruit here. Thank you. 5 Norse freedmen. Well worth doing. Can I recruit in Orkney proper? I'm not sure. I can. 14 Norse freeholders. It's going to cost us a bit of money to get our army back up, but it will be worth it in the long run. And we can go for a bit more of like an elite army, I would say. Can we do anything to make the village of Orkney like us a bit more? This is a nice, if rather frozen-looking village. Sir, do you have any tasks for me to do? Any jobs? I would greatly appreciate it. Do you have any tasks I can help you with? I'll happily go get your slave. Not that it's a very pleasant job, but I need positive relation with you guys, so I'm more than happy to. Head to the hideout. Find the chap with a fire. He should be here somewhere. There he is. I'm sorry, sir. I'm here to bring you back to your masters. Or possibly master. Either way, I need positive relations with Orkney By, so you're just going to have to come with me. Regardless of the consequences, I'm very, very sorry. Hello, slave. I'm here to bring you back to your master. I care very little about your destiny. Follow me. Let me take him back. Not the most pleasant of jobs, but it means that we can get some positive relation with this village, which means we can recruit, and that's very, very important indeed. Especially as we have such a low army count at the moment. But we're getting there. Once we get back up to like 80 or 90, we should be in a much better place to just be out in the world map, and we can probably recruit some prisoners from any warbands we take on. And there we go, they're going to be the slave. We're going to recruit some volunteers, and we're going back to the lead and see if he's got any other jobs. Any other tasks you can help me with? I can help you with. Not at the moment. But that gets us up to 52. Which is... we're getting there. We'll head back to the mainland. Actually, is our village back yet? Not quite. We'll head to this part of the mainland so we can get over to our village if there's a necessity for it. And we can also try scoping out some land for ourselves. We'll kind of see if any of these castles are able for us to take. I don't know how much men they're going to have inside, but the Kingdom of Albert are no joke. They're a tough old faction, and there's a lot of them. 15 young warriors. We probably could take that on. I'm not sure how many losses we would take, but I think we can try it. They're coming to us, so that makes me worry slightly. We do have these Norse... okay, we're actually going to pull back because we've got quite a lot of Norse freedmen, which are kind of the lowest level. I don't know if that's something we can take on just yet. We'll head to Balbeatty and Dunbeatty, see if we can get some troops from there. I know Balbeatty, we can't recruit from there. Oh no, we can. Wonderful. We must have bribed the local leader. Can hear a lot of outside noise, so I apologise if you can hear that through the microphone. What on earth is going outside? There's a lot of things going on outside. I'm not entirely sure what's going on, but I do apologise. I live in quite a interesting area of London. Speak to Olaf Gudrudsen, because I think he actually quite likes us. Oh yeah, we need to get a lord, don't we? I'm still working on it. Can I visit your daughter? No, still not yet. But we're making progress. We might be able to visit him, visit Asgard properly. The reason I want to get a wife is because it gives us more right to rule, and kind of legitimises our claim in the when we go for independence, when we become our own faction, or supposedly does. I don't quite understand why. 16 young warriors, come here. I want your prisoners.
Your money or your life.
Your money or your life. We will start battle holding position. We are now back up to a decent army. It's not as good as it was by any means, but we at least have somewhat of a front line. What we do need is some more archers, so we'll probably spec these guys here, these Norse freedmen, into becoming archers, so that we have some ranged troops. And you know, the Norse warrior archers are pretty damn good, all things considered. The Norse freeholders are fine, but they do need to be upgraded a bit more. Otherwise, they're still not going to be up to scratch. Because they've got okay armor, but if we're going in for a siege, we're going to need some pretty strong. We're going to need a strong army with strong troops inside. Okay, we should be able to take these guys on. And just having 15 young warriors, while not, you know, the most excellent soldiers, they will bulk out our shield wall. And it's 15 troops, I don't have to go and try to recruit from a village somewhere. So in that regards, it's well worth doing. Let's charge. We don't need to wait around, really. These guys shouldn't prove too much of an issue, I would hope. Some lovely decapitation. Wonderful. They lost a quarter of their troops in a short time, so they're going to be not very happy in the circumstances. Look at you, your shepherd's crook trying to kill me. No, don't you dare run away. Come back here. You're dead. You're dead. You're kind of just here. I need to kill as many of them as I can. Come get you. I don't know if we're going to be able to get that guy. We've got one skirmish javelin. We need to make this count. Oh, we missed. Damn. That's fine. I'm not going to chase him across the entire map. But we will still be successful in taking the young warriors, which I'm very happy about. We're going to turn these guys into Norse bowmen, and eventually they'll become into the Norse warrior bowmen, which will be good. We'll get a Norse companion out, because they're pretty snazzy as well. And we will take any prisoners that we can to sell. And there's a good amount of loot for us as well, which is surprising, because it's not a particularly exciting battle in terms of who we were attacking, but hey-ho, we managed it nonetheless. Any other... There's 15 more young warriors there, but that's 45. I'm probably not going to go after them. What I do want to do, I want to check this castle here, as this is the logical next castle for us to take. 382 troops inside is not great, so we'll try over here. I'm not ready to siege anything yet, but if I can get myself ready, that would be a good start. Keep an eye out for any good prisoners I can take, but it doesn't seem to be anything major. The sound of a galloping horse pisses the cold morning, and you run outside to find a watchman dismounting. He tells you that a strange ship carrying men who speak a foreign language have shipwrecked on the coast nearby. What do you do? We can send men to look for valuables. If there are any survivors, kill them. Send men to investigate, and if there are any survivors, recruit them. Say darling. Darling? Hello, darling. Oh, that's not my natural accent. Hello, darling. Oh. I feel like we say darling quite a lot in kind of British slang. Oh, you had quite a few prisoners. Are they any good? No, they're not. Oh, no. Go away. Go away. Lugthreni. I don't want to attack you. Or I don't want to be attacked by you, I should say. 299. That is more feasible, but I'm really not thrilled by the fact they've got well over 100 of their veteran and elite and veteran skirmishers inside. It's not ideal. But I would love to be able to get a castle for myself. My partner says that a lot I've noticed from my partner to his friend to you, it sounds mega different. There's a lot of different accents and kind of vocalizations from around the country. You know, you can travel to the next village over and it'll be a completely different accent. You know, there's some very big regional accents, obviously English, Scottish accent, Welsh accent, and Irish accent, both Northern Irish and the Republic of Ireland, but even much more in depth for kind of just locally from village to village or regionally throughout different parts of the country. You know, we even have different words for what you would call a bread roll, for example. So there's quite a lot of things that happens. It's quite remarkable. What am I doing? I'm probably going to head to Edinburgh, as we are not at war with them. He somehow sounds like he's from the US, but he definitely has a heavy British accent sometimes, and it confuses me. I really think he spent too much time with me and picked up my accent. People do pick up accents, that's for sure. We can head to Edinburgh, try sell our prisoners, try sell our things in the market. We just need to be careful that we don't get attacked out of here. Because Albin is very much hostile territory for us. An elderly woman approaches you and has a letter from Asgard. We need to go say hello. I will come shortly and speak to you, Asgard, but I know your father is not too thrilled about us visiting each other at the moment. We shall have to see. Is there a prison broker here? No, because there are never any prisoner brokers. I can't speak today. Anywhere that I need them, but such is life. I think we already have a business here, but if we don't, we need to probably set one up here in Edinburgh. We're kind of persona non grata in Ireland at the moment, so I don't think that's a real possibility. Do we have a? I guess we can try set up a business here in Edinburgh. If I can find where the mayor is, which is not always a given. Here's the mayor. Can I set up a business here? Or to hire a foreman? No, because we don't get on with Jarl Halfdan. What was his name? Jarl Halfdan Ragnarsson. You don't say water weird, right? You don't say water. A bottle of water. Water, darling. A bottle of water. Oh. Did we sell our... Okay, we sold our stuff, good. Let's... I'm intrigued. I can't remember what's in this farmland, but I don't think it's anything that useful. We do need to pick up a lord from the Kingdom of Albin. We've got 24 days to make that happen. I mean, definitely need to get these... we need to get this money making us money via a business somehow, but we need to wait for the right... We need to wait for the right time for that. Regenhard is not thrilled. Can I persuade you to stay? Yes, wonderful. For some reason, Regenhard... I think because Brunhild and Regenhard don't get along very well. I'm guessing that's why Regenhard keeps wanting to leave. Let's not go to Dunbreton as we are actively at war with Albin. Oh! I was not paying attention to the screen there. I don't know which way I need to run. There. I don't want to fight with you. I'm going to have to leave some men behind. 15 soldiers, not ideal, and morale will take a hit. What do we have to leave behind? Some young warriors, some veteran slave hunters, freeholders, and spearmen. This is why you look where you're going, Chick. Because if I don't look where I'm going, I run into enemy vassals. And we are really too weak to be taking them on at the moment, because we had to get rid of our entire army for a quest. So we didn't have a castle to put all our troops in. But we'll head back to Dunbeatty, because we should be able to start doing some recruiting in our own village and elsewhere now. We'll just do some mass recruiting, hopefully. First of all, let's take 11 Norse freeholders, absolutely. That should hopefully recoup our losses from having to run away. And the guards glare at you, and you know better than to ask permission to enter. However, as you walk back towards your lodgings, an elderly lady dressed in black approaches you. I'm Asgard's nurse. She whispers urgently. Wait for a while by the spring outside the walls. I'll smoke her ladyship out to meet you, just in the guise of a shepherdess, but I beg you, be discreet. Haha. Hello, Asgard. She likes us. Do you like poetry, my lady? A lion was awakened from sleep by a mouse running over his face. Well, she kind of likes that. Cool. Time for us to leave. That's all we can do. Hello, nurse. Can you tell me what it takes to convince your lady to marry me? I'll gladly tell your lordship if he finds 25 pennies in his purse or pocket. Here you are, now speak. Be a person of stature. You must have good relations with the lady and her father or guardian. And we need to have good chemistry with... Well, I could have told myself that. I didn't need you to tell me that. This is an interesting castle. Okay, let's head to... Ooh, well, we can try head to Balbrati, but it is actively being raided by someone. We might be able to bring him over and get someone else to attack him. Or something tells me not. Okay, let's just not go to Balbrati. Well, you're going after Losgrini's party, aren't you? So, actually, let's... Oh, someone's actually... Well, let's run into Balbrati if we have time. Recruit some villagers. Haha! And then get out of there before he attacks us. Haha, we get the troops. We get the troops before he attacks. That's wonderful. Let's head back to our actual own village of Bayani. I can never... What? They give me a village of completely unpronounceable. Bianoribai? Let's go with that. Let's stop at a landing point, wherever we find one. Preferably one a bit closer to us. They're a little bit fiddly to land on, but there we go. The village is under attack. I'm right here. Good grief. Oh, you're actually running from us. Yeah, come this way, and we'll get Jarl Assel to attack you as well. And then we can join in the fight. There we go. We might get a prisoner or two, and we might get some good loot, including, or possibly including some battle trophies, which would be wonderful. I didn't mean to charge the army. Let's not do that. Let's just pause here. We're not going to push ahead, because this is... Even though there's only 58 of them, we do have the support of another lord. It's still going to be not a very... It's not going to be a given fight, so we need to be a little bit careful. Okay, they're up there. I'm happy for our troops to come I'm happy for our troops to come up to this hill. That's fine, and then afterwards we can probably charge in once they charge in. So their archers just charge in, that's fine, but I don't want to push mine in necessarily. We'll get everyone else set up on these hills. These guys definitely have kind of much higher level troops than I do. But this is good. We can save our village. We can make some good progress. I'm definitely going to let them charge in first, however. But I will join their shield wall. Maelmerlig Map Uthfil is starting a shield taunt. I'm probably butchered that name, as I butcher all the names in this mod, but that's okay. I'm going to start charging pretty soon. So we will charge as well, because they're charging in. Well, they're sort of charging in. They're kind of pretending to charge in, but they're not actually charging in just yet. We'll charge in because they'll have dealt with a lot of the people by the time we get there. That way we don't actually lose too many troops, which is good. We'll try to deal with this guy, the standard bearer, because he's going to generate a good amount of morale when he's on the field, and when he's dead they will have a lot of negative effects, so that's good as well. And we've also killed the leader, which is good, or at least knocked him out. So again, that affects their morale positively for us. Can I have a bottle of water, please, start like the stereotypical British people? Yeah, I mean, if you go into the stereotypes, absolutely, yeah. There we go. Success. Okay, do we get to take him prisoner? We don't, but we do. Well, we might do, but we get a positive relation with this guy. He escapes, sadly. We do get some prisoners to take. It would have been really nice to take him prisoner, because then we could have fulfilled that quest for that lord. But sadly not. We do get a war trophy, and we get a battle trophy as well, so that's good. And we saved our village from being raided, so that is also a positive. Let's head into our village. We can recruit some more people. 19 Norse freedmen, well worth doing. And we're going to go meet the village leader to see if we can do a quest or two in order to get some more troops. It's a nice little village. It's only got about 5 houses, but I guess most villages would have had, you know, not too many houses at this point in time, or too many buildings at this point in time. Right, local leader, any tasks for me? You want some grain? I'm sure I can get some grain. How much grain do I have enough grain on me? I've got wheat and I've got wheat. I don't have enough wheat. I've got quite a lot of barley, but not enough wheat. So we're gonna have to go get some wheat from a town somewhere. We'll sail to Ailech because obviously the whole of the all of the Alban territory is not. We're not able to go to because it's actively a war zone. And we might even be able to sell our prisoners here, which would be wonderful. And there's a competition here. Excellent. Well, we'll join that competition in the morning. I think we're about to be ambushed on the streets, however. Yes, we are. Everyone can charge. We've got Morgan, Agathinos, and Bodo with us. Don't know where they're ambushing us from, however. It looks like to be down the hill. We're supposed to up the hill. The question is how. I don't know how many of them there are, but they can either be strong or they can be weak, and the numbers vary. Okay, these guys don't look too bad, but they do have range, and there's quite a few of them. Oh my goodness, there's a lot of them. I mean, this should be worth about, if we manage to successfully win this, this should be about 600 pennies for us. So actually, it's quite worth doing. Because you get, I think, 50 pennies per soldier killed. I think there's about 12 of them here, so I certainly don't want to be knocked unconscious either, because I'll lose probably about 12,000 pennies. So that's not worth doing at all. Although I always have a choice in the matter, but let's try kill you. There we go, is that it? I think that might be it. And we get 650 pennies. Not bad at all. That's not it's not a bad amount by any means. Head to the meat hall, and there is a ransom broke here. Wonderful. This is definitely worth doing. Spearman, Eagle. I have a feeling like you didn't get on well with our team last time, so we're not going to do that again. Let's pick up as much wheat as we can. Wheat. Sell all these things, and we'll sell our trophies for experience and money. And we will join the competition as well. I don't know how successful we'll be, especially as we are on quite low health, having just been ambushed, but we should be okay. Not that I ever do particularly well in these bigger tournaments anyway. Stab you in the back. At least attempt to stab you in the back. There we go. There's another fight going on behind this hill, I think. Is there? Yes, there is. Lots of blue people. Got it. We killed that man with 3 damage. That was pathetic. There we go. Still a long way to go. 4 teams of 7. I'm going to keep all my team together so they don't split up. I'd rather we fight as just one sole contingent, because that way we might actually survive as team, especially if there's green and red coming in for us. Charge now. We're taking on red, our team's taking on green. There we go. I think the majority of our troops have survived. I can't remember how much you win for a bigger tournament, but I think it might, as if you're doing all the betting, I think it might be about 20 grand, so that's well worth doing. Couple of red soldiers surviving. I don't know if... okay, there's just a few more. I like this map because it's got like the mini Stonehenge in the middle, which I always find quite attractive, especially with the sun coming through. This is 2 teams of 2 fighters. Please don't give me a spear. Thank goodness. I'm guessing we'll be fighting in that central mound. We'll have to see. No, it's over this way, and I was running the wrong way. We do have a sword and shield though, so we should be okay. Although this chap does have an axe, so our shield is not going to last very long. But there we go. Us and this champion fighter, we're a good team. He has excellent hair as well. 2 teams of 4 fighters. And I have a spear and shield again. Not ideal. I've got a champion, veteran, and the camp defender. The camp defender's not going to do particularly well. Oh, okay. Maybe we should have had our shield out. Oh well. It still was well worth it to come to Alich, so I'm going to head back to our village. I wonder if we can just sail off into the sea. I'm guessing not. I'm guessing there's an invisible wall. I'm guessing we can't just go find Iceland at some point. Although that would be cool if you could just like suddenly discover Iceland. We are going to support Jarl Orkan this time, I think, because I think we normally support the other guy. I mean, both of them like us quite a lot, actually. There we go, landing point. Head to Bjarni, right? There's some bandits here, so we can get our relation even higher with our village. Wonderful. And we stop it being raided, which is also important. Right. Forwards, gentlemen. Do some throw weapon damage from far as away as we possibly can. I just killed a... I don't know who I killed, but I killed someone. Headshot for 127 damage on a friendly troop. Not my finest moment, it must be said. He was the only troop there of our warband, and I managed to kill him. I don't know if he's dead, but either way, not ideal. Still, sometimes sacrifices are made in war. Speaking of which, I need to finish off the. I need to record the last part of my Valiant Heart series, which I know is going to be a tough one because it's going to be the climax of a World War I game. It's not going to be pretty, and then I need to edit it as well. Hopefully, that will be out on Friday, if I can get myself to edit, which is actually the thing I struggle with the most at the moment. First of all, let's recruit some people. We'll meet the leader. For the task you asked me, I've bought you 5 stacks of grain. I want to recruit some more villagers. There we go. And we're now back up to 132, which is not a bad amount at all. We're going to get a bunch more Norse bowmen. And we are very much a Norse-heavy army, which is actually quite good for us. Because that means we should be pretty quick on the water, as I believe Norse troops get a bonus on the water, as do sailors. Let's see if we can find some trade around Dunbreton to attack, and if not, we can get some we can attack some Vikings, because we want to level up our troops ready for the campaign against Alban, preferably. There should be some trade coming out of Dunbreton eventually, because it is a natural port. So I'm just going to sit in this channel and see if we can grab anything from here. Any trade or... Okay, contact. And Wessex are at war. That's not too troublesome for me particularly. I'm not going to go after those raiders. That doesn't feel particularly worth it. Asgard wants us to see her. That's fine. We can go do that pretty soon. I think we've got a decent amount of time for that. But what we need to do, we've only got 17 days to capture a lord from Albans. That's probably our priority. Bunch of raiders around. They might have 2 ships, so we're gonna go after them. And we're gonna charge it. But I want to try something. I want to ensure the ships stay here, for example, instead of going all the way. Because I have genuinely tried to get them to. They just don't seem to want to stop. I don't know what it is about commanding ships. They just don't seem. It just doesn't seem to work particularly well. But that's okay. For the most part, it shouldn't be a huge concern. It's only when we get into massive naval engagements that it might become more of a priority. Can't get through. Let me through, please. I'm important. I'm your lord and vassal. I pay your bills. I'm not your vassal, but I do pay your bills. Let's get involved. These guys are dying quite quickly, it seems. Let's go. Please don't fall in the water. Thank you. You're dealt with. There we go. How many people do we lose in that engagement? Probably quite a few. Not great. We'll take the veteran. We'll take the slave people, the slave hunters, and their kind of all their tiers and ranks. We will upgrade as much as we can. I want to get some more Norse companions. I want to get some more Norse bowmen. I'm going to make quite a big contingent of Norse warrior archers, I think. I think that's an important thing for us to do. We definitely need to pick up some more food from... Actually, no, we don't, because we've got all this wheat we picked up when we were going to deliver to our village. That's not the worst thing in the world. I'm just going to move it up so it's a little bit more organised. I do wish there was like an auto move things to the top function, but there isn't. I'm actually going to head back into the mainland of the Alban territory because I want to be able to hopefully pick up a lord. You know, like a weakish lord. If they have like 70 or 80 troops, I think that might be something we can potentially think about actually attacking them. And we definitely need to get this money spent somehow. So actually, we'll head kind of this way and see if we can start spending this money on businesses in parts of England. We know we can't do it in Edinburgh just yet because we're not really friends with a lord there, but we might be able to in future. There's a trader here, so I'm going to go kill that trader. How much for a toll? 260 pennies? No, I want everything you have. Ambush defense, they're coming after us, that's fine. Actually gets us into the fight a lot quicker. Although they do have the hill advantage. It's not perfect, we will lose some men here, but we should be okay in the long run. And sometimes the trader battles can take a little while to get started. I've said it once, I'll say it again, your voice is so soothing. Thank you very much. I do appreciate that. Bugger off. I did want to think about doing kind of voiceover work, but I just have no idea how one gets started with this kind of thing. And all I have is like a very basic microphone. I think we might actually be losing this battle. Please don't kill me. I have no health. You'll fancy you have connections. Are our troops running? Our troops better not be running. Just charge. It's fine. We've lost 24 people already. I mean, they did have the hill, so it was to be expected. We need to kill these Irish skirmishers, otherwise they're going to wreck us. We've lost half our army. Hopefully most of that's just the wounds, we'll have to see. We need to deal with these guys. these Irish skirmishers, not Irish, what am I saying? Pictish skirmishers are gonna hurt us quite a lot. This was definitely probably actually not worth the engagement, but we've done it now. Hopefully there's a bunch of stuff they can give us. I should have just taken the toll and be done with it. Okay, you're dealt with. Jesus, nearly 30 troops lost in that engagement. Let's hope we can turn a profit. I hope they're getting some very useful things. Most of the guys that we lost are Norse freeholders, which are not... It's not the worst thing in the world. They're only kind of bog standard infantry, but that's more of a loss than I would have liked to have taken, to be honest. But we were ambushed, which isn't great. But it's over. I don't know how much of this is actually... this should be worth a decent amount. That shield itself is worth quite a bit already. We will take all this to sell. And we get some honey and some cheese and some fish, which we don't normally have. So that's not bad at all. We're going to head to Bebumba, I think, because that's... Maybe we can try set up an enterprise there. We might already have one in Bebumba, but this is the time for us to go set up enterprises all over the place when we have money to burn. So we'll head to Bamborough here. Sorry, I keep on switching between Bamborough and Bebumba. It's because Bebumba today is called Bamborough. Hello. 9 spearmen. Let's go after you, just for the... Let's run into... Actually, no. I think we don't need to go for them at the moment. Let's sell what we can here. Ale, British clothing. There is a tournament here. We'll attempt it. We probably won't be successful. But it seems that we have already... we have already got a business here. So we cannot get another one here in Bebumba. We can in future. We've got a bunch of honey and fish and that, and cheese. So that will help with our party morale a bit as well, which is joyous. Head to the meat hall, not the training ground. Traveller, sailor, any prison brokers? No, because when are there ever prison brokers around? We will join the tournament and probably expect to lose, but we'll give it a go. I don't even have a shield, I just have an axe. That's great. We need to get at least 1 kill in this round. Our team is dying very quickly though. Oh, there's another team here. Interesting. I think we got a kill in that round, so we should be going through anyway. But our team just died straight away. 4 teams of 8 fighters each. Let's keep everyone together. That way we might actually stand a chance of winning, because the blue and red will go after each other. And we can go after the couple of yellows here. Ow. That hurt. Okay. I'm not very good at those big tournaments, am I? Good grief. Let's go to Jorvik. Lindisfarne is incidentally where the Viking Age started here in the British Isles, when the Vikings raided the Lindisfarne monastery. A little bit of history. Let's head to Jorvik. We don't have a business here, so we'll see if we can get one. I'm just going to wait till night time, because then we can get to the important people a little bit quicker. Stroll through the town, and we might get ambushed for some money anyway, which would be quite nice. You are the weaponsmith, you're not the mayor. You might be the mayor, you are the mayor. Can I hire a foreman here? No, because the person who runs this place, we are not all too thrilled about. Or he's not all too thrilled about us, I should say. Let's go to Jorvik. Oh, I've gone too far, haven't I? One Day York belongs to this chap here. -5. Have we? I can't remember if we did something to annoy these people, but we'll keep going. Are we actually at war with the Welsh still? Yes, we are, but it should subside soon. If I can find where this chap is... Oh, there he is. Can I be friends with you? Yes, I can. I will happily do that to destroy a bandit lair in your area. And there it is. Let's hope we can actually be successful at destroying the hideout. Because these guys are going to be no joke, I think. But if we can do this, then we can hopefully get a business up in Jorvik, which would be really good. Okay, we don't have... I can't remember. Okay, these guys are no joke. We might struggle here. I think we can manage, but there's a lot of them. They all have rather fancy looking shields. We just need to do as much damage as we can to them as quickly as possible. So hopefully at least most of our guys survive. Because they will just keep on spawning more men. I think this is actually the first kind of raid we've done on one of these hideouts in this campaign. I might be wrong, but I don't think I'm wrong. And most of all, we need to survive, because if our companions die, that's fine, but if we die, then the mission fails. And we're also starting to lose a couple of people here. Where are we being shot from? Over here. There's a lot of people around. Deal with you. Deal with you. How many more people do we still have? Quite a few. That's worrisome. Let's try deal with you. Okay, they have probably got that in the bag. We need to focus on the guys over here. It's important we get this quest done, because we are a bit of a persona non grata within the world, and that's not good for trying to get businesses down. You just killed whoever that was. Someone. I think possibly Morgant. This might be the last guy, I'm not sure. No, there's more. You're dead. You ran around the corner before I could get to you. There we go. We've managed it. We have helped out Jorvik. And we get a little bit of loot, but it's not going to be that amazing, but we can sell it in Jorvik for a little bit of money. Because we're going to need a lot of money when we start our own faction. Because we will be struggling a lot in terms of money initially. We need to head back to Jorvik. Turning this quest with you, actually. Hopefully he likes us enough. Positive 9. That goes up... Hound. That goes up 14 relation. That's actually really worth doing. And 15 pennies. Can I recruit men in your land? Thank you. So now I can recruit in Jorvik. In Jorvik, Effingham East, and add Griffinham. Griffinham? Gryffindor? Etc. But now we can set up a business in Jorvik, which is wonderful. And we can also recruit in Jorvik. Also good. 11 Norse freeholders, yes please. Stroll through the town. Let's wait for night time, because again we just get a bit quicker. Up to 90,000, but we're going to start spending some money pretty soon here. Stroll through the town. We were paying for accommodation, but not the worst thing. Come on, it's night time, let us inside. Because when it's night time, you spawn inside the town. And it's a lot quicker than having to run on foot. Here's the mayor. I want to hire a foreman. Mill and bakery gets me 179. That's not worth it. That gets me 583. It's not bad. 552. 515. 184. So there's not that many great businesses we can get here. I think that was the highest one, the ironworks, so we'll take that. Eventually it will pay for itself. The person who owns Edinburgh, why don't they like us? locations. And how much do they not like us by? Because we might be able to... He only dislikes us by -4. So let's actually head back up to Edinburgh. Because we might be able to... Locations... I've forgotten who I'm trying to speak to. Edinburgh. That's the Halfdan Ragnarsson. We're going to speak to this chap who we've just been speaking to. Where is Halfdan Ragnarsson? Thank you. He should be near Edinburgh. Let's go see if we can do a quest for him, because then we can get a business in Edinburgh. Of course, as soon as we go to war with the Kingdom of Northumbria, this is all going to topple down pretty quickly. We can at least get the process set up. I'm going to just steal some money off these guys. I demand a toll. 201 pennies. Sure. It's not really worth the time, but it's some money. So we need to find Halfdan Ragnarsson, who should be back at base by now, or back at his base by now. Ah! I need to stop doing that. I need to stop running into bad positions. We have to leave behind 8 soldiers. Let's do it. And we're going to lose morale. Because I keep on speeding up and then running into people I shouldn't. And that's going to knacker our morale, as always, and people aren't going to like us very much for doing so. Please stop following me. There's a whole bunch of people here in Edinburgh. I just want to find Halfdan Ragnarsson. Where is he? Well, okay, well, he's clearly not here. I was hoping to find a lady I could speak to. They are all coming ashore here in Edinburgh. We are in a little bit of a sticky situation. I mean, he's going to be in this part of the world somewhere. I don't really want to go via all those Alban lords, to be honest. Where is Halfdan Ragnarsson? Is the Lord's Hall? Is there a lady I can speak to here? No, there's not. There was a distinct lack of ladies I can get information from. But I can speak to you. Where is Halfdan Ragnarsson? He should be close to Edinburgh. I was just at Edinburgh. He clearly wasn't there. I guess maybe he was running from the Kingdom of Alban. But they're not at war, I don't think. There's Halfdan Ragnarsson. He has 632 troops. My God. I'm glad he's on our side. What's he mostly got? Spearmen, Anglo freeholders. That is an army I do not want to see again coming up against me. I'm Gothath at your service, sir. Do you have any tasks to me? You don't. So I can't earn positive relation with you for the time being. We'll hopefully find another quest to do with you later on. Where's our next potential spot? We can't do East Anglia because they hate us. We can't do Wales because we're at war. So let's go back down to our good old friends Wessex, and then we'll try it. You know what we will try? We can try all the... Let's go back up to our ships. We can try all the ships, or we can try all the towns out in other parts of the world. Frisia, Denmark, Norway. Let's not go into Dunbreton, given that's an active place that will kill us. That feels like an actively bad idea. Get on our ships and let's head to Frisia. I don't know who's going to be the first person for us to get to. It's going to be a long old journey to get there. And hopefully at some point we'll finish our war with Gwynedd. Because we're just persona non grata everywhere at the moment, especially in Ireland. After all those after that quest we did last time, which did get us a lot of money, but it did mean that we're not very liked over there. Let's be a little bit careful going through the Irish Sea and the Welsh Sea. I mean, all the seas. I really should have learnt my lesson now by trying to speed around everywhere, but it's still not going very well. Regenhard keeps on wanting to leave. Now it's not the best time to discuss these issues. I'll let him go, and hopefully he'll come back at some point. I don't really want to let him go, but I think it's because he was not friends with Brunhild. I thought we can't just have a purely male outlook. We need to have someone. So we need to also just probably repair our ships. I've just thought about. We'll do that when we head over to Dorstad. And if there's a good ship there, we might spend some money on getting one more ship done. This is a Kingdom Mead, so we don't need to worry about them. We're gonna head over to Belgium, the Netherlands. Is that where Frisier is? I might be wrong. There's a bunch of kind of small ships running around. Just trying to work out. We can go after you, just to pick up the prisoners off your boat. That might be worth doing, just in terms of being able to kill you, maybe take your boat, and if not, we can at least do some good things with our recruitment to just bulk out our army that a little bit more. So we are going quite slowly in comparison to. Are they rowing or are they using their? No, they're sailing. That's interesting. Well, they're going to get there much quicker than we are. If I sail, how quick is that going to be? Quicker. A couple of knots quicker. So we will sail into them. Turn. Turn. Otherwise we're not going to get involved. There we go. Now we will be involved. But we're going to be at the wrong end of the ship because this ship is so big. I always kind of forget. Actually, boarding is a little bit of a process because this ship is so long in comparison to some of the other ones. I think I have a plan though. I might change my flagship around. Let's see if we can grab these guys with throwing weapons or with our archers. Because all the boats are kind of going apart. Now I'm going to fall into the ocean and die. Yay! I wasn't paying attention to my footing. But we will win this fight nonetheless. There we go. And we get some spearmen. We get an Angle warrior. Angle spearman. A couple of Irish horsemen, which I don't particularly care about, but we will take them nonetheless. I would love to take a ship, but I don't think we are going to manage it. We'll take these things to sell. We'll get rid of some of our sling rocks because they're not worth that much in comparison to, you know, an axe. And we'll keep heading. I don't know if we've actually. We might stop off in Canterbury, purely because we might be able to set up a business there. I genuinely can't remember if we actually have one set up in Canterbury. We don't, and I don't know if we're going to actually be able to because we may not have the relations with the Lord here. But first of all, let's sell all our random tattered loot from this last fight. Be worth a couple of thousand pennies once all is said and done. And by that I mean about 1,500. Head to the meat hall, see if there's any prison broker here. No, it's just a traveller. If I stroll through the town, first of all, let's just get some prisoners. Or, sorry, not some prisoners, some recruits. We're going to wait here for some time till night time, just so we can get into the centre of Canterbury a lot quicker. We're still making good profit per turn, which I'm happy by. Okay, let's stroll through the town. We can also ask for some more recruits, which would be nice. The mayor is hopefully somewhere around here. There he is. Do you like us? Yes, we can get a business here. Excellent. I'm glad we stopped off. Because this is just another one we can stop off along the way and get... Ooh, 800 pennies. That is not bad at all for our brewery. We'll check the other ones just in case there's any better ones, but I don't think there will be, especially at the cost of a brewery, which is a bit cheaper than some of the other ones. No, let's go for the brewery, absolutely. 14,000 to get a profit of 800 a week. I'm thrilled by that. Okay, let's head on our way. We'll get some more recruits because we can, and that's quite nice. and we'll head back to our ships, and we'll head initially to Frisia, then on to Denmark and eventually Norway to set up the rest of our businesses. We can afford probably another 3 businesses, so if we can get Frisia, Norway and Denmark done, that would be excellent. Heading to Dorstad. Of course, keeping an eye out for ships. Brunhild, can you smell that? Is this the smell of evil? It is the smell of kinema. How I hate that place. I spent the worst years of my life there. Just being around the site makes me nauseous. Tell me more. Kinema is a Danish fort now, but it was not always so. In fact, before the Danish, the Franks ruled from there. We Frisians did not like the Franks as much. They imposed their religion, Christianity, and their lords are very controlling. So when the Danish first came, we did not mind. Those masters are a little more indulgent, allowing us some more freedom as long as we paid tribute. But now it seems that the Danish may be worse, in fact, than the Franks. Many Frisians have rebelled against their dominion. The Danish are people who take what they want regardless of who is harmed, and they value their strength above our laws. I hate them. They made me a slave. There's Kenema. That's the place she was talking about. Oh, there's Eagle. Look, he became an adventurer. How about that? Heading to Dorstad. I want to stroll through the town. I want to get another business here if we can. Is that the mayor? That is the mayor. Wonderful. Can I set up a business here? Yeah, no, because we don't get on well with the king. Is the king here? Yes. It's only -1. Do you have any tasks for me? No. I don't think there's anything I can do to boost my relationship with you, is there? Unless there's a feast. We need to keep an eye out for a feast in Dorstad. I think that's the only way we can deal with that. We'll head on to Denmark, over to Reeb, and see if we can set up a business there, and maybe come back to Dorstad when we are a little bit friendlier with the king in charge. You are just a fisherman, that's fine. Travellers, traders, nothing too bad. There's competition here. First of all, let's go to the Lord's Hall, see if the king actually kind of, likes us. He doesn't. Excellent. Do you have any tasks for me? No. Attempting to befriend the king, not to take over, but for money. Yeah, I mean, a little bit of both, I will be honest. Okay, who runs Norway? Because then I can save myself some time by just... Actually, no, we're going to go to Norway anyway, because we can do some trade from there. Because we can get some tar up from Norway, and then we can sell it in England for a bloody big profit. But my plan to set up businesses in the outskirts hasn't gone very well, because no one likes me enough to do so. Because you have to have positive relations with the person in charge, and I clearly don't. We'll head over to Tunsberg anyway, and then see what happens there, because tar is there's a healthy profit in tar from Tunsberg, and then we might be able to actually buy a good ship from here. Let's just have a quick look at the ships. We need to repair our ships, that's for sure. So we'll spend a little bit of money repairing our ships. Any good boats for sale? There's a Snekker. There's a Ski. That might be worth doing for 55 men. That's tempting. For 34,000. That would get us over 200 men in our active ships. That would not be bad at all. Why do I have 15.5 hours on the Cringy Anime on Steam? I'm so ashamed. I have some Steam hours I'm not thrilled by either, so don't worry. We might buy that ship, but we're just going to see if we can set up a business here first. Where's your mayor? Is your mayor going to be up here, or is he going to be down the bottom? Hopefully he's up here. There's a bunch of people around that fireplace. I'm hoping that's where the mayor will be. Can set up a business there, and then we'll go do some fights. Maybe on the open sea, we'll have to see. Spearman, prison guard, fort guard. There's the mayor. Can I set up a business here? No, because we're not friends with the king here either. Why are we not friends with any of the kings? This is frustrating. Locations. This is... I can't even remember what this place is called. Tunsberg. Notes, factions, North, Vega. He's only -2. So we might be able to, if we can find him and do a job for him, that would be good. Right now we don't actively need to. Right now actively we don't need another ship. We will at some point, but not right now. Let's kill these guys for their prisoners. This is a hilly map. Are we going to stay in the valley or are we going to push up the hill? They're going to come to us, I think. So we're going to stay actually down here in the valley and let them come down the hill, because I don't think we're going to get to the hill in time before they get to the top of the hill. So skirmishers and archers at the back, spearmen and infantry at the front. Let's take them on. We'll be fighting uphill, but I'm hoping we're far enough back that we should be able to still do some good damage. I think they are just charging in, albeit rather slowly. I'm guessing they're climbing a rather big hill. We actually seem to have a cavalry contingent for once. Although I think these are a couple of the Irish horsemen who don't tend to last very long. Horsemen just don't last very long in this mod. So I don't really invest in them as much. Go on, lads, do your shield bash. There they are. We'll let them come down the hill, because then we should be much better. Our Norse archers should start firing pretty soon. We do need to get more of our Norse warrior archers, though, because they're definitely the strongest archers we can get. Most of these guys don't have shields, that's good. But because we're letting them come down the hill, it means that their kind of height advantage isn't proving to be a huge issue. Let's see if we can do some techers from a distance. I doubt we will be able to, because I'm absolutely terrible with throwing weapons. But if you just throw enough weapons into a crowd, you will eventually hit something, I think. There we go. A couple of hits. Let's not die ourselves, though. That would be helpful. Everyone charge. We're on a pretty even footing now, and these guys will actually do better off at range than they will in close combat. So the best thing we can do is just engage them as soon as possible. You're running away, come back here. There you go, you're dealt with. No, you don't get to run away either. Okay. I really don't want to chase them over these mountains, so either they die here or they get to run away. But we're clearing them up pretty well. You, however, do not get to chuck some throwing spears at me, if that's alright. See if we can throw a weapon at you. Maybe one of our horsemen can deal with you instead. Are you going to run away from me, or am I actually going to be able to kill you? There we go. And that's the better one. Wonderful. Should get a decent amount of loot, but we were mostly here for the prisoners. These guys here, the Norse bowmen, Norse freedmen, and Norse freeholders were worth grabbing. And we also need to do a bit of upgrading. We need to just reorganise our army a little bit, I think, to ensure that everything is as it should be. I think that's fine from now on. We'll just move these freedmen down, but we're going to change them to bowmen anyway. There we go. We will share the loot, as always, so we don't take any morale hits. And then we'll try find the King of Norway and hopefully get ourselves another business. I don't know if it's worth investing in another ship or not just yet. We could invest in that ship, but it means we probably can't invest in any other businesses. I just need to find the king wherever he is. Where is the location of your king? He should be close to Tons by West. That sounds like somewhere in... Oh no, just here. Good. He should be somewhere. I'm guessing he's gone back to the capital. Yes, he has. Is there any job I can do for you to make you like me enough that I can set up a business here? Very fancy headgear, by the way. I approve. Your lordship. No, there's nothing I can do to make you like me. So I guess we sail from port. However, before we do that, let's try sell these prisoners at this prison broker. Sell all our gear at the local vendors, and we will also pick up as much of this tar as we can, because it will sell for a lot more money back on the mainland. And I think we will buy that extra ship while we're here, because then we can have over 200 men on the seas, and that's going to be very, very powerful for us going forward. So let's buy all of this tar. We should be able to sell it for about 350, I think. We're going to see the ships. We're going to probably buy this Olavsud. I'm probably butchering. I always butcher these things. We're going to buy that ship for a lot of money. But that puts our fleet capacity at 211, which is excellent. Not many things on the high seas are going to be able to deal with that for the time being. It does mean that we have spent pretty much all the money we got from the previous part. Although we could probably get one more business somewhere. And we know we can set up businesses in Frisia, Denmark, Norway. We just need to make the kings like us a bit more. Let's head back over. We can stop off in, let's say, I'm completely disorientated. We'll stop off in Bebemba. I'm trying to think if we actually. I don't think we have any business. We don't have a business in Winchester. Well, I think we have one in Chippenham. So actually, we'll head down to Winchester, see if we can get a business there. But I guess we can't, because I don't think the king likes us very much. We'll have to see. But I'm really happy that we can have 200 people on the seas now. That really will be a huge help. I think it's actually a worthy investment of that money. And we did set up 2 new businesses anyway. So it's not a bad thing at all. East England and Wessex are at war. That's going to be a big old fight. We didn't manage to capture a lord in time. Unfortunate, but we weren't really strong enough to do so. But it did mean that we could do something useful. Do you have anything useful for me? You've got some British troops. But 84 is quite a few troops, so I think we'll probably leave that. I just want to head to Winchester and see if I can get a business up there. Because I think I have a positive relationship with this guy, but I can't actually remember. Let's wait till night time, and then we'll see if we can go through the town and actually set up a business with our remaining cash. 21,000. We are having increasing costs as time goes on for obvious reasons, but the more we can do now before we become independent, the better. This is somewhere where I can never find the mayor. I'm hoping he's with this physician over here. That is the mayor. Wonderful. Can I buy a business here? Yes, we can. A weavery would get me minus 149. Let's maybe not do that one. 720 for a weavery, a wool weavery. That might be a possibility. 734 for ironworks. 593 for a brewery. And 405 for... So I'm going to go for an ironworks, I think. There we go. 734 pennies. That will come in, I think, in either 1 week or 2 weeks, but still well worth doing. Obviously, if we go to war with any of these people, then our businesses get sequestrated to the end of the war, which is not ideal, but, you know, needs must. I understand that we can't always be friends. 143 ruffians. I'd really rather not take on, to be honest. Not because I think I would lose, I just think it's a waste of time. Please stop chasing me. Okay, let's get out of here. We've been invited to a feast up in the Orkney Islands in Scotland. So let's head on our way. Just need to be a little bit careful of who we run into, because we've angered East Angle quite a bit since we raided one of their monasteries. So let's probably not do that again. Severe weather seems to be constantly damaging our ships, but we'll deal with that when the time comes. I'm hoping it's not too major. I'm guessing the feast has ended though up in the Orkney Islands, because there's now a new... We're defending Dunbeatty. That's interesting. It's actively under siege. Where do we need to go to... It's goes to Balfother. Fother. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just mispronouncing all my words. Let's get ashore. He was somewhere around here. I'm guessing he's heading up to Dunbeatty. That would make the most sense. Oh, okay, we've made peace, so Dunbeatty should no longer be an issue. We'll report to the Marshal anyway, purely because that will give us some positive relation with him. But we're no longer at war with Albion, which is sad because we didn't get any land for it for ourselves. But that's not the end of the world. Visit the Lord's Hall. I like Clovis back, thank you. That means you like me a bit more. Let's speak to Jarl Olaf. He doesn't like me because I ran away, but what can I do? I still can't date your daughter officially, that's fine. I can date your daughter unofficially though, so let's do that quickly. Hello, that's good. M16, do you like poetry, my lady? There is a distant isle. A voyage of Bran. Oh yes, it is a very worthy and philosophical poem, but if I'm to listen to a bard strum a harp for 3 hours, I personally prefer there to be a bit of a story. Rude. Okay. Well, as good as the cat she is, I'm sure we'll manage to win her over in time. We're going to do some more recruiting. 2 Norse freeholders, wonderful. We must be quite low on the old cash. We are. But we should also be making good profit at the moment. But I'm not going to upgrade any troops just for the time being, but I will recruit troops. That's fine. Maybe we can try to take some land in Ireland for Lathland, because all we have is a village. The Kingdom of Lathland are not a strong faction, that's the problem. Because originally they start with Dublin, but it was taken over by the Mumain pretty early on. I think I missed that, I didn't even kind of see that when it happened initially. Because at that point I wasn't kind of with the Kingdom of Lathland as a vassal. Let's go find some things to kill. Actually, we were still at war with Wales. Let's go deal with them. We might have to go get some money, some prestige, some power, and some battle trophies from attacking the Welsh. So let's go do that, because I think we are still actually at active war with them. And we've got a... Yep, that confirms we are still at war with them, because they just raided my village, the bastards. So let's go see if we can do some damage to them. Get some money, get some loot, because war is profit if it's done correctly. And they're actually a bit smug, so it'd be nice to deal with them. Norway and Northumbria have made peace, that's good to see. Now we've got a pretty snazzy army here now. We didn't report to the Marshal in time, but we couldn't find him. We're making an okay profit each turn, or each payday. That's even without our rents from our village coming in. And we're going to go try and find some Welsh people to kill. Because we seem to be at constant war with the Kingdom of Gwynedd. Actually, Tomton doesn't have that many people in Surrey. We could even possibly take that, but let's not do that for the time being. Because we can field 276 troops, we just don't really probably have the money to do so. But let's see if we can find a weakish Welsh lord to go after for money. Like you, 76 troops, come here. Please don't run away. Sir, I just want to talk about our Lord and Saviour. Axes and swords. Oh, he's going to run away. Come back here. Let's pretend like we're looking at the rocks and then hopefully he might leave. There we go. But he's going to probably get to Caer Magwaed. Isn't he? Is. Goodness sake. We're just going to chase this guy around the whole of Wales trying to get to him. Okay, no. Absolutely not. I'm not dealing with all those Welsh lords, good grief. I was hoping to isolate one by itself, not 7 of them. Northumbria have declared war on Alban. Nothing too important for us, but we wanted to pay attention. Please go, please stop grouping up as one big contingent. I just want to fight like one of you by yourself, not all of you. They are being chased by every single Welsh lord in existence. Go away. I just want to attack one of you, not all of you. We need to go see Asgard again, but that's not really our priority, but we'll say yes, just to, appease her. There's a lot of Welsh people coming after us. If we can just take out, like, this guy by himself. Aha, I think we just about managed to take this one person by himself. We'll start the battle holding... Oh, we've got commander options, I forget we can do that. Let's send our skirmishers forward to hinder the enemy's advance. We have killed 1 horseman, not bad. I don't really do these commander options that often. Impression your men with a rousing speech. Good speech. Back. We getting 2 morale? Let's go. Let's hold a hill, maybe this one. Actually, we're probably gonna have to go to them. I would think they're probably just gonna set up on hill somewhere, but we'll set up over there temporarily. Although we can probably afford to push up to there, unless they keep moving as well, in which case we'll pull back. If they're gonna keep pushing upwards, then I'd rather not. I'd rather they came to us. I think we'll be able to get up into this hill quicker. It's going to be a bit of a close call. So we can get our skirmishers up here first. They're on that hill, we're on this hill. Interesting. Okay, infantry hold here, as well as our spearmen. Archers and skirmishers on the hill. Cavalry on the side. He's shouting his war cry, that's fine. Eventually he'll come for us, we'll go in for him. We need to just get our infantry and spearmen to come forward a little bit. They seem to be a little bit stuck behind our archers. Come on, infantry, you can do it. You're big boys, you can move forward. There we go. And our spearmen need to move forward as well, there we go. 143 versus 75. I want them to come to us, that's for sure. We've got quite a big archer line, so eventually we should start killing some of them. I'm not sure. We could push to this hill. Everyone follow me up to this hill. That gives us even more of a height advantage over them. Infantry hold here, and spearmen hold with them. Archers and skirmishers up here. Cavalry just somewhere else. We do have a lot of archers. I don't know how much they seem to be doing. They don't seem to be doing a huge amount. But I really want them to come to me as opposed to me going to them. we have a lot of archers actually. Here they come. Well, they're kind of coming this way. I think they're doing a bit of skirmishing, and then we're going to get involved. We do need to be careful because this is not a done deal by any means. This fight, even though we outnumber them about 2 to 1, I'd say that probably the quality of their soldiers is higher. So we need to be careful in this engagement. Infantry charge, spearmen charge. Everyone else can hold the hill. Cavalry can charge us well, even though there's only like 4 of them, so it doesn't really make a huge difference. This guy doesn't have a weapon, he's trying to punch me to death. We'll keep the archers and skirmishers on the hill for the time being, just so they stay safe, they stay secure. Eventually we'll need to try and find his leader and take him out. I don't know where he is. They really want to go after my shield. We're going to let everyone charge now, just in case. Because some of those guys are probably finished with their bows. Let's try and get another shield from somewhere. It's nowhere near as big, but at least it's not broken. We do possibly need to invest in a new shield because that one seems to break very quickly. We've fallen, but I think we'll be okay. I think we've killed enough of them that our morale should survive. I say, as we clearly aren't surviving. How many men have we lost in this? We've lost quite a few. I do think this might be a bit of a close call, but I wanted to attempt it at least. Problem is, we have the numbers, but I think they have the quality. But we have just killed one of their leaders, but we've also lost our leader. I'm hoping these guys can see it through. It's going to be a bit of a close call. Oh, I'm not sure about this. Come on, archers. You're going to have to carry us to the win here. We've committed. We've committed to this fight now. We can't back out now, otherwise we're going to lose half our troops. I mean, we've probably lost half our troops anyway, but these 2 guys here, we're going to have to put a lot of arrows inside. Come on, lad, you got it. Who's left? Is it just this chap here? Oh, that was tougher than I thought. I'm hoping most of our troops are just injured, but something tells me they're not going to be. How many men did we lose? 30. Oh, not great. But we get to take him prisoner. Wonderful. And I'm hoping we get some good battle trophies and war trophies out of this as well. We shall have to see though. Let's get everyone upgraded. We're going to bloody well need them going forwards. We're going to invest a lot in our warrior archers, that's for sure. And we get a war trophy, and I'm hoping we get a battle trophy, 2 battle trophies. So that's going to be 2,000 pennies overall, I think, and some experience. That'd be good. But lesson learned: we had the hill advantage. We had almost twice the numbers, and we still almost lost that. So we need to be very careful doing that in future. Let's not run into some more Welsh people. So I can't say I'd like to see us turn every battle into a bloodbath for our side. There's no shame in finding a way to avoid spilling the blood. I agree, Brunhild. I do genuinely agree with you. I wasn't expecting that to be such a close fight as it was, unfortunately. Let's get back into friendly territory of Wessex. And that might be a little bit safer. Because that was very close. You forgot you had your autoclicker on and my PC freaked out. Autoclickers. There's competition here that is not our priority at the moment. We just need to get safe and secure. I think we still have this tile with us, so we can definitely sell that for a nice profit as well. In fact, that sells pretty well here. Let's just sell all that we can. We're not going to be able to sell all of this here though, so let's take those back. Sell you, sell you, sell all of you. We're going to redeem our battle trophies for as much cash as we can. 2 battle trophies and a war trophy. And we also want to buy as much food as we can, which is at least not expensive food. There we go. Any prisoners we can sell in here? Traveller, spearman. How much are the spearmen? 5,000 pennies. Absolutely not. That was a very close fight, and one I'm not sure I regret taking on, but it certainly wasn't possibly the best thing I could have done. I mean, eventually we're going to be at peace with the Welsh faction, so I'd like to sell this guy quickly if I can. We could try and get some we could try and get some armour off him. I don't know if that's worthwhile. I want some money, to be honest. Gear is nice. Converting you to paganism is fine. I think the main thing is just getting some money off you if we can before we make peace. Let's travel over to Cornwall. I can't remember our ships. I think we left them around Jorvik, up in kind of the Yorkshire, Northumbria area. Let's just double check. No, they're up in Scotland. Okay, our ships are a long way away. So we definitely have to do a lot of travelling by foot to get back up to our ships and to our land in general. But let's try and get some more troops down here in this part of the world. We can sell our prisoners in Chippenham. We've got a few Saxon freeholders here. Not many, mind, because we're not all too popular down here nowadays that we're no longer a vassal of Wessex. We'll head to Chippenham. And we will sell our prisoners, because there is always Ethelmer here, the slaver. And we can sell these prisoners for a decent amount. Not a huge amount, but a decent amount nonetheless. Can't sell you though, because you're an actual lord. We need to wait for someone to offer to buy you back for probably about 3,000 or 4,000 normally. I think they normally offer. Okay, let's keep going back. We'll start heading back north towards our kind of friendly territory. There's a feast in Dunbeatty, but there's no way I'm going to be able to get there in time. Let's try and avoid the East Angles, because while we're not at active war with them, they don't like us because we raided their monastery. Understandably. Ever since then, I've kind of strayed away from doing such a thing. I'm just going to go to Luddenham North here, because I think we can recruit some peasants. They're not great, but they will serve some form of purpose. But we definitely don't want to stay in East Angle, that's for sure. We can get out of East Angle to at least somewhat more friendly territory. That would be wonderful. We might be able to pick up another Welsh lord on the way back, but given how well that went last time, I'm going to be a little bit more cautious before we try that again. I can't remember if we've gone to these strange ruins before. We're going to have to double check. Thankfully that lord didn't attack us, because that could have gone very badly wrong. Oh, these are the... Okay, we can try do this quest. I know this doesn't normally go very well. This is one where we get attacked by a whole bunch of people in these Roman baths. For some reason we only ever come in with like 3 companions. Yeah, we literally come with Bodo and Morgan. I don't understand why we don't come with more companions, because we have to take on like 30 soldiers. And it's just... and we never manage it. So, but we'll give it a go. See that chap just hiding in the doorway. Now I'm going to throw some things at us. We're just going to charge, because what difference does it make if there's only 3 of us anyway. Okay, deal with you. I don't know if the best thing is to rush them. Ow! Is to rush them down or to try take them on from afar. Some decapitation, wonderful. Ow! We probably want to pick up a second shield pretty soon as well. This is what I mean. This is such a ridiculous quest because there's so many troops outside. Are you a friend? You are a friend. Good. But I just don't see how we're supposed to do this quest properly. Pick up a new shield. Oh, we're doing a bit better than we normally do, actually. There's still a lot of them, and it's only me and one other companion now. We'll pick up a new shield as soon as we can. If it's just these two guys, then we might be okay. Because I've tried this quest many times before and always failed. I don't actually know what the reward is. I'm hoping something decent. Please stop throwing things at me. Deal with you. Try to weaken your shield, but you've got a spear, so you need to be careful. Is that all of them? Probably not. Pick up a new shield and let's keep pushing. It's just us alive now. In fact, we're going to get up a... Hang on. I want to get a second shield if I can. If I throw like half of these weapons, I should be able to pick up a second shield. There we go. Now we've got 2 shields to work with going forwards. But we probably still have some more people to kill yet, and we are very much by ourselves. Hello? Oh yeah, there's some more people down there, I see them. Oh my god, why are there so many? Like, we come with 3 companions. I don't understand how on earth we're supposed to kill these guys. I want them to throw their weapons if they can while they're down there. Because that way they're not going to be accurate for the most part. I'll try to draw them out if I can. Try to... Oh, no. I genuinely don't understand how we're supposed to do that, to be honest. We lose 500 pennies. It's not the end of the world, but... I guess you've got to have some really good armour for you and your companions to even think about successfully doing that. I've just never... I think I have done that once or twice before, that quest. Certainly in the original Britain Mortar mod I've managed to do that, but I've never done it in the Viking Conquest one. Making 3,000 a turn, not bad at all. And that's even without our rents from our village. Let's get back up to friendly territory. We can get some more troops. I think it'll be good for us to go up to like 200 troops going forward. 69 Northmen we could take on, but really that's probably not the best use of our time and resources. So let's try get out of their way. And let's get back up to friendly territory, or friendly-ish territory. Now that we're no longer at war with the Kingdom of Alban. How much money does Squeen have in it? 478. Good to know for future reference if we try to take that place out. We need to visit our lady friend at Dunbeatty. Oh wow. Denmark have taken over this place. That definitely wasn't always the case. So if we ever go to war with Denmark, we know where we're trying to take over. And that will give us a port as well. We will accept the 3 herdmen. Absolutely. Having hornmen in the army is always a good idea. Head to Dunbeatty, we'll speak to our lady friend. Also speak to our lady friend's father to see if we can do any more things to help him. If we can get some bracelets and brooches and a length of silver fox fur, we might be able to fix our relationship with this guy. Son. So we need jewelry and furs. That could be interesting to actually try get. We might need to go raid some trade to do that. Let's first of all attempt to visit a lady. That's good. Do not poetry, but anxious cares already sees the queen. Anais and Dido. There we go. We've up to a relationship. We'll get some recruits here. And let's head to Squeen, see if we can get our bits of gear. We need furs and we need jewellery. It's going to be pretty expensive purchase, but it will be worth it to get a lord back on side. It's turning winter, so instantly the whole map goes snowy. Wonderful. Let's trade with the locals. They don't have any of what we need. Interesting. Let's pick up some more food while we're here, though. Probably the best thing we can do is to go and raid some trade of the Welsh for the jewellery and the furs that we need, but we'll see if we can find them legitimately. But I don't think we're going to be able to. We'll search a few more towns, and if not, we'll search a few more towns, and if that's not successful, we will just go and raid some Welsh trade to get it that way. Gwynedd and Frisia have made peace. No one has any jewellery or furs. This is the problem. I don't know where we get them. Maybe we get the furs from like Denmark or Norway. Maybe Frisia. We're just double checking, but no, there's just no success. So let's head back down to Wales. Instead of going for the lords, we'll go for some of the trade. How long do we have to do this quest? 28 days, not a huge amount of time. But if we can find some trade, that would be good. And we get 5,500 pennies for that Welsh lord we were holding on to. Most welcome indeed. We need to head down to Wales. We need to get this quest done in a hurry. Our village has been raided constantly, but that's almost to be expected. I think fairly soon I'm going to have to stop, but we'll keep going for the time being. Head to Tompton, see what we can find there. Any trade in Tompton? There should be some coming out of here because it's a major town. Either trade going in or out. No? No trade? Okay, I guess we head into Wales proper then. Let's see if we can find some trade that way. Let's get out of here. That does not feel like a safe place to be. Not at all. But I would like some trade from Wales. Where is all the Welsh trade? Oh, apologies, hit my pop filter, and that probably made the microphone go berserk. I do apologise. You're a Wessex trader. Come on, where's all the Welsh trade? Asgard really wants us to come see her a lot. She's really been pushing for us to come see her. That's someone we do not want to take on. Let's get out of here. Head to Snottingham. Just wait here for some time. Let them go away. Snottingham is a great name, by the way. I very much approve of the name. Right, well, the Welsh trade doesn't seem to be going very well, does it? Interesting. Normally there's quite a bit of Welsh trade, we just can't seem to find out where they are. And There's a lot of Welsh lords around causing issues. Meaning we can't push too far into Welsh territory. It's not ideal. That's a Mumain trader. It's not actively a trade that we want, although I gander it probably came from Wales. We were very nearly going to run into them. That's good we got out of there in time. I just want to steal some jewellery and some furs. That's all I want. Hello, who are you? 251, not a chance. I need to stop speeding around in enemy territory. Really doesn't do very well for my morale. Or my reputation. Okay, so the Welsh trade plan has gone horribly wrong. Your Northumbria... We've still got a decent amount of troops, we just can't find the people to fight, because the Welsh lords are just too powerful. There just doesn't seem to be any trade spawning in the right places for us. Interesting. Well, let's head down this way anyway, because I don't know if there's like regional places where we can get furs and jewellery from, so we might be able to just buy it. And try Star Ancestor. Mead. There's a problem like that. They're just not sending any of the expensive stuff. Chippenham, I guess? They're selling iron. Because I know historically Cornwall has a lot of metal in it. Although mostly tin and iron. But they might sell jewellery, although I don't know if the game is that kind of thing that far ahead, but we'll give it a go. And there's also competition here. No, they're not selling what we need there. But we'll enter the competition for fun and money. 2 teams of 4 fighters. We are with a spear, unfortunately. This chap's gonna die because he's by himself. That's a wait. No, no, no. Leave me alone. Just need to kill one of them. Just need to kill one of them. No. Oh dear. They do not want to. It does not want to work in our favour, does it? We could try a Danish longfort. They might have jewellery furs. Let's see. I'm not sure if they will, but there's one way to find out. But these guys are going to hurt. I'm used to having some really powerful archers in the other mods, but I don't have them in this one. Okay, let's stay as a group. I think that's probably the wisest idea we can do. If we stay as a group, we might be okay. Let's attempt to stay as a group, but this ship captain's going to hurt. We go. Also, we have an attribute point. We should probably use it for something. We'll go for intelligence so we can get our surgery up. And we can get our... We can get our navigation up, but that doesn't feel that useful. We'll get our weapons master up. There we go. And we'll get our engineer up as well. Because eventually we'll probably doing some sieging, and if our companions are down for the count, then we can at least do something useful. So arguably I didn't need to do that right in the middle of the fight, because we didn't do anything which actually helped our melee, but I suppose we've got a bit more of our proficiencies done, so in that regard it's not the worst thing in the world. There's a lot of them over there. There's a lot of them over there, and I'm concerned. Because these are Vikings. These aren't just like your old regular bandits. You look pretty beefy. In fact, all these guys look pretty beefy. Okay, there you go. So you dealt with. There's a lot of these guys. Try to kill them or hit them from behind. It's gonna be a pretty close fought thing, I think. Oh, there's so many of them, my goodness. There's no way we're going to win this, but we'll give it a go. Decapitate as many of these guys as possible. You're all dealt with. Try to save Morgant here. Semi-successfully. It's 3 versus 7. Interesting. See if we can throw some weapons at this guy. Try to distract him. 2 versus 7. Interesting. Go on, Morgan. We got this. We might have this. We just need to deal with this guy here. He's the real concern left now. It's just these two, I hope. You're dealt with. Is that it? No, there's more. We must have killed. Oh, Morgan's the thing who died from blood loss. We've killed 24 of them so far. Please leave me alone. I don't know if I can take on 2 ship captains. I can take on a ship captain, but not another soldier as well. Okay, we dealt with the ship captain. Deal with you. Ow. One more person. It's a 1v1. But he looks pretty tough. He looks pretty tough indeed. I imagine he's going to throw some things at us, so we can try to throw some things at him. I think we're just going to have our shield out. If we can get a throwing weapon off, that'd be good. Come on. Please don't shield bash me. Oh. That was a tough battle. That was 27 enemies versus 6. Good grief. And sadly, I don't think we're going to get anything that we actually need. Which is really unfortunate, but it should still be a good amount of money. We can just sell these things. My brain is sleepy, so is mine. I'm going to be stopping in a second. Pretty much once I sell these things at the local town in Bosvena. That's going to be me done for the day. And there we go. Let's go to the meat hall. Traveller. I don't think I need to know anything from the travellers. Frank Horseman, these guys are cool, but they're not worth 1,000 pennies each. Absolutely not. Let's get these guys upgraded. Some more warrior archers. I really do like the warrior archers. I'm gonna probably get quite a lot of them, I think. And we'll get some angle freeholders. And I think we're going to leave it there. We started today's stream in Bodmin. We've ended it in Bodmin. But in a little bit of a better situation than we were first in. But still a lot to do. We've got a lot to do in our army to make it strong enough. Because that fight with the Welsh Lord kind of put things into perspective. Thank you very much, Cucumbers. Good night to you as well. And of course to Whiskers. And anyone else who dropped by, thank you so much for watching. And if you're watching this on YouTube, take care. See you all very soon. Bye bye.